back. D Primetime Hair here. Here this time talk about the NBA
Yes.
2020-2021 season coming up in
Yes.
less than 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Very pumped up about it. I think 10 days from today. We're very excited. Super pumped up. Or maybe I'll lie and say, oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, very pumped up. We both love the NBA. Even me being a Kings fan, I love the NBA. I appreciate a lot of the players.
I appreciate NBA a little more this year. I'm a Lakers fan.
Oh my
And hey,
goodness.
you can talk to him. I've been a Laker fan forever. We
100%. Yeah.
100%. So
100%. Yeah. And it's
yeah,
not. And we talked about bandwagon off air. There's a lot of motherfucking bandwagons
a
out there.
lot of bandwagons
Yeah.
out there. Don't jump to the Lakers just because they won their title.
Yeah.
Stay where you were at.
And what's the term we just talked about? We hate when you hear your boys saying, "Oh, local teams, bro."
Oh my
Slap 'em.
goodness, yeah.
Slap 'em, bro.
Don't jump because it's local, dude.
Yeah.
Like none of that shit. You
Yeah.
stay with the team that you were with. If you were a Warrior fan fucking 4 years ago, you stay there, dude. Don't fucking come over here, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So off the bat, I will say, even being a Kings fan or whatever, Lakers had the best offseason. And they were already
Phenomenal.
stacked. They won the title. Yeah, even in the bubble,
Phenomenal.
whatever it was, greatness. Bro, they had the best off. They turned Dwight Howard into Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl
Bro.
Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell, one of my favorite players in the league, and I've said that many times. That's the last thing I thought was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna be a dog in the Clippers.
And just say I'm a Clipper, huh?
Yeah, bro. Oh, how do you think Kawhi felt about that?
He hated it because now he has to play more defense.
I honestly, dude, I think that severely switched the landscape because last year the
Yes.
Clippers and Lakers had real good games.
Yes.
All of them were good.
And you had that energy. What Montrez brings, the energy he brings, especially coming
You
from the
can't
second
coach
unit
that.
last year.
Yeah.
Yes, and he just brought an energy and like a toughness and like a. That's what give Clippers like a more like okay like when Kawhi and them are off like this fool him and Sweet Lou are gonna do their thing and there's now the Lakers have that and we didn't have that last year.
No.
Now we have that edge plus the best player in the league plus Anthony Davis if he resigns. Let's slow down.
He's gonna,
He
he's gonna
should.
resign.
He should.
you
Let's
fuck.
go. Yeah, he
you know he's gonna
should.
resign.
But
yeah.
that's just another level. Like he just man, that we won that one right there.
Dude, so Montrez said that the Clippers didn't give him an offer, which I find it very hard to believe. But if that's true, bro, that's a fat ass L. That's the biggest L I've ever heard.
I feel like man, they kind of were talking about how the Clippers were kind of like babying Kawhi and them and doing all that, and I feel like the dog in Montrez is like, nah, you better come ready to work.
Yep,
And so I don't think he was feeling that shit.
they did baby him though, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think he wasn't feeling that shit. And he's like, let me go somewhere where I know we're gonna work because LeBron's not gonna take that shit.
Hell no,
LeBron, as much as people like to say, well, LeBron's this, LeBron's gonna make that motherfucker work, bro.
We talked up. We were hard on the Derrick Henry's dick earlier.
Yeah.
LeBron is that guy too, bro.
He's that dude,
When that alien
man.
race comes, you introduce them to LeBron. You say, yeah, this is our best. This is what we have to offer.
This is what we will give you right here.
Yeah.
Don't fucking take no one else,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And he's worth it.
Yeah.
He is.
So yeah, the best team in the league got significantly better, I think, and that's just with the Montrez.
That's just
If
Montrez.
it was just Montrez turning Dwight, I'm not talking shit on Dwight, but
Yeah.
he's not your fucking world beater anymore.
But he doesn't have no one to check him like LeBron would.
Yeah.
LeBron kept him in line,
He
bro.
did, he did.
And you might say, oh, a grown man not gonna keep. No, like LeBron, like this is my team. You're gonna do, and that's why Dwight played so like I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do all this. Where he's gonna go? He's going to Atlanta? Or no?
Something like that. He's not. He's gonna.
Trey Young can be like, shut the fuck up, like
Yeah.
you little ass dude, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
And you know, kudos to Dwight because it showed his maturity.
Mm.
This happened like 10 years ago with Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Kobe Bryant tried all this. Dwight didn't like it.
Nope.
Dwight said, "Nah, fuck. I want to have fun." He said that.
Exactly.
He said, "I want to dance when I come to my intro." Kobe pissed off to all that shit.
Yeah.
And Dwight's like, "Nah, dude. I want to be my own guy." He put his ego aside because obviously he's not the same player he was back then. And he let LeBron, like you said, they're grown men, but he let him, put him in his place. Look what happened.
He got
He's
himself
like,
a title
hey,
finally.
Yeah, he's like dunks, putbacks, and clean up the board. Blocks.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do.
And
he did.
Did his job and he got himself a title.
He did. And but just to that, bro, like I said, you turned Dwight Howard into Montrezl Harrell, one of the best bigs in the league, just based off fucking aggression and grit. Just that one right there. It puts,
Yes,
yeah.
and then you get Schroeder, who's don't get me wrong, love Rondo, but he's younger. He can score, I think, a little better.
Yeah.
Then you get a veteran like Wesley Matthews. We lose Danny Green, but get a veteran like Wesley Matthews, and then get Marc Gasol.
Dude, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And he's a great passer. He does everything. Marc Gasol can do anything. Like, he's not the same. He's not the same. He's older, but he does a lot of good things as a big. Because JaVale and Dwight didn't pass well like that.
No, I didn't.
Now you got Marc Gasol, who's probably one of the better passers, big man. Oh man,
I think they're gonna win 70 games, bro. I really think they are. I think the Clippers got worse. They definitely. I don't think Kawhi's gonna fucking. I think, bro, they're gonna implode the Clippers in 2 years. I really think that they gave up a lot of picks for Paul George. I don't think Paul George is that guy,
he's
bro.
He's not that guy.
He's not that guy that's gonna take your lunch pail to work.
No,
he's not. He's not that guy. Now, last year we talked about the Clippers having that dog team: Harrell, Lou, fucking Kawhi, Beverly.
Yeah.
They had a dog team. Taking Montrez out of the equation, I think some of the guys are gonna mentally kind of be like, all right, I don't know about this anymore.
Yes, and Beverly is now a one man show kind of.
Yep.
I think they're kind of like feed off each other
They
now.
do.
It's just like,
Yep.
oh well, I got to be the dog all the time, and he's always hurt. So
I know. So I think they take a huge step back. The Clippers. I think they lost this
I
year.
think the Warriors will be a little better. Than
Warriors are gonna be better. They got now sucks for Klay Thompson. I mean,
I love Clay, bro.
Clay's good, bro. One of
he's
the best. To me, yeah, Curry could be the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
To me, Clay has the best form of all time.
He's pure.
If you want to teach your son how to shoot,
Yeah.
you watch a Clay video.
You watch a Clay.
Because Curry, there's like a little flip type.
Yeah,
shit.
and Curry just has his own shot.
Yeah,
He's just
but-
like a.
But if you want your AAU fucking
Yeah.
basketball 101 shot, you look at Klay Thompson's shot.
You watch Clay's game because he's an amazing defender.
Yeah.
Amazing. He does everything well,
Yeah.
and I think that team just with him, he's kind of like the glue. I mean, you got Draymond and you got Curry back. You still got Wiggins. They got that guy Wiseman in the draft, who's a big for them. That's gonna be good. And then they got Oubre.
Okay, I really like Kelly Oubre.
Yes.
I really like him, dude.
So-
I think he has a real nice game. He can complement that team.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna be good, but to compete with the Lakers, that's tough.
The West is just
It's just stacked. To
bro.
compete with the Lakers, that'd be tough. If they had Clay, I think it's 1 and 2.
Okay.
Like it's for sure. Like they're probably gonna go 6-7 games.
Yeah.
Like Clay is that significant.
dynamics,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I think it's gonna be tough for them to make the. I think they'll get the 7th seed, maybe, bro. I don't think they're gonna be top 5.
bro, the Suns look good.
Suns look incredible right
Suns look really
now. Yeah.
good. That
they're,
Chris
they're
Paul,
finally helping Booker, bro.
dude. That Chris
Finally.
Paul signing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And the way they were playing at the end, a lot of people think like, oh, because Kelly Oubre got hurt,
Mm-hmm.
so Cam Johnson he came in and he was nails. So they still got him, Ayton. Now they got Paul instead of Rubio. Paul can.
Paul's a
And now you
baller,
got Booker's just I got one of the best point guards of all time
yeah.
in my pocket. Like, give me a fucking break. They're
Yeah.
good. They're really good
Yeah.
and young. Oh, and then Chris Paul's old ass.
Yeah.
But they're young.
Yeah, the Suns look severely improved. I think the Mavericks are going to do good. Luka's a baller, bro.
Luka's a baller.
Luka's a fucking baller, bro.
The Nuggets, they're still them young
Oh
young
my
Nuggets.
God. They're going to compete for years to come,
Yes,
bro. They're going
dude.
to compete for
They're
years to come.
fucking-
Murray's a killer. Jokic,
Jokic's
bro.
a baller.
Oh, my goodness.
They did lose Grant though, and he did a lot of dirty work. But I mean, you kind of just like you have. Okay, MPJ, go ahead and play.
Dude, my
like, you
sleeper,
know,
that's my sleeper, bro. MPJ.
That's what you say. Like, okay, now you got a starting spot.
Yeah.
Go to work.
Oh, my
They're gonna
God,
be dangerous,
dude.
bro. He just needs to put a little better on defense, but his offensive game, fucking peak is so. Yeah.
Bro, I really think, and it might sound a little crazy, MPJ could be a top 10 player, bro. I
Bro,
really think he can. Potentially. He has the tools, bro.
Bro, he has so much offensive game.
He has
It's
the tools, yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's
And
good.
I think the Nuggets, they're gonna be up there.
And in the East, I know the Celtics lost Gordon.
Mhm.
What do you think about the Celtics this year?
I mean, I think they'll be.
In the East, they'll compete.
They'll
Yeah,
compete,
they'll compete.
but
They still have a young, good players.
yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they didn't do enough. They didn't do enough in the offseason. I
But
think
they didn't. They were very quiet.
they're quiet. I mean, they lost Gordon.
I don't think that was a huge loss, though, because he was very hit and miss. He got hurt a
Yeah,
lot,
he
you know
was
what I mean?
hurt, but I feel like they had to go get a good big man to help them inside because that's where they got worked on by the Heat.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo had his fucking way with them, and so I think that's one thing that they're missing. And they didn't. I don't think they did anything to fucking.
I agree. I agree. And on to that note, I like the Heat coming back strong again this year.
Bro.
Jimmy Butler's that guy.
Jimmy Butler,
that guy, bro.
I felt so bad, but that was probably one of the best performances I ever seen in a finals period. Jimmy Butler was, oh my god, he was amazing, bro.
On
Gives me
paper,
chills,
that team
bro.
should have never went to the finals.
No.
On paper, right?
Yeah.
But he's the guy. He's that guy. Yeah.
Well, after that, like I think it was Game 5 when they won, and he's like on like the end over there, like tired, gassed out.
Yeah.
I was like, this fool. He plays that hard, like
You can't teach that.
You
But
can't.
he has because he's not the most talented guy. He's not even probably a top 20 player, but he has that
man, bro.
Whatever it is,
He's
that
a
man.
yeah.
That he has it.
I after that I have the utmost respect for Jimmy Butler, bro.
Yeah.
If I thought he's a good player before, I'm just like, man, I respect him.
You know what's crazy too? When he signed with Miami, I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck? He took him to the finals, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, it's fucking nuts. Now, what do you think about Giannis and the Bucks? Because I know they're trying to butter him up, to sign there, to be there for life. They failed in the Bogdanovich thing, which, I don't even want to talk about that shit.
Let's not talk about that, dude.
That was so bad. But they fucked up on the Bogdanovich thing. They got
Drew
Holiday for Bledsoe, which is that a huge drop off? Is that a huge increase, bro? I don't know if that's a huge increase, right?
I think defensively, Drew Holiday, and maybe like jumper wise, but I don't know, bro. Not really.
They get 3 first-round.
They
picks.
give a lot for that.
Oh, I was like,
they give a lot for that.
Is Drew Holiday that good?
But that's what I'm saying. For all that, no.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on the same page.
If they were just like a straight up trade, definitely would have won it. Maybe one pick.
Yeah.
But all that, no.
Okay. And the next question. Now, do you think Giannis walks? Do you think he re-signs with that team? Do you think he walks?
My heart wants me to say he's gonna stay. I think he's fucking gone.
Okay, and I think he's gone too.
I think he's gone.
The Bucks fans don't want to hear that.
They didn't get nothing to help him. Why is he gonna stay with the same team he just lost with?
And the Bucks tried, bro. They tried. I think they're trying to convince. We gave 3 first-round picks for this star player. I think if you're a real NBA fan, you're thinking we gave 3 first-round picks for Drew Holiday.
And if I'm Giannis, I'm thinking, wow, you
you
give up a lot of our future for fucking this guy who's
he's good.
He's okay.
He's good.
Yeah. Do I think he's a superstar? No. I think he's a great player. I think he'd be good on a lot of teams. But I mean, if he was that great, then the Pelicans wouldn't have been willing to deal him.
I think Pelicans were like, all right.
And they're like, fuck it, fuck it. We got all these picks, and now they still have a young. Pelicans look good.
Pelicans look good too. Yeah.
And they got Steven Adams with Zion. They're be crashing the glass.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's getting fucking rebounds.
That was a good pickup, bro. I like Steven
hell
Adams.
yeah. He's just that grit too.
Man looking at us,
yeah, he's good, and so they got them. Ingram, he's pretty good, but I just think them losing Drew Holiday, who was kind of like that. He ran the show a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna have to be Lonzo Ball. He's finally gonna have to. Hey, now it's his team.
It's his time. Yeah.
It's his team, and this is where he proved himself. This is where LeVar fucking big mouth fucking comes to fruition right now. And so.
And I think he's gonna do all right over there, dude. Because it's not the big LA stage. It's you know what I mean. New Orleans is a big market too, but it's not LA.
And everything's on fucking Zion. They don't even like look at Lonzo. No. It's like Zion, and so a lot of pressure off him. He just has to play ball.
Yep. Yeah, and his shot has improved. He's making his threes too. But yeah, I think Giannis. Okay, where does Giannis go?
That's the tough part.
I think he goes to the Heat. Bro.
You think so?
I think he goes to the Heat with Jimmy. I really think that I can see it.
I honestly don't know where he goes, but I'm thinking he walks. If he goes to the Heat, bring it on. Round 2, Lakers.
Round 2. Now, what do you think about the Nets?
Ooh, I like the Nets.
The Nets look good, bro.
I like the Nets.
KD's coming back. Kyrie's coming back.
Bro, they got some guys. They got Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yep, that's a good
they got
squad.
That dude Levert, who was balling in the bubble. Like, they got some guys, bro.
Like I said, you add KD and Kyrie, one of the best players. 2 best players in the league.
Yes.
One of them.
And then now all DeAndre Jordan has to do is block shots again, and that's what I'm saying. That's all. And then that dude Jared Allen with the fro, all they do is block shots because this motherfucker's gonna score. This guy's gonna score. They got scores, and bro, if they can be definitely top 3.
Yeah,
definitely top 3. I didn't like when they were talking about Harden going there because then I'm like, nah, that's too much. They got a lot of youngsters that can come off the bench and score and all that, and you let Katie and Kyrie do their thing with the first. They're tough. They're
100%.
tough, man.
No, 100%, dude. I agree on that. To that note, the Rockets, they
They're imploding.
technically still have Russell and James Harden, but obviously they don't want to be there. They seem very unhappy.
Yes.
The GM said though, I'm just gonna keep him here. Like he said, I'm gonna hold him ransom. I don't give a fuck. He said, he's like, "Oh fuck, bro." He said, "We gave him hella first round picks for Westbrook." He's like, "They're here. They're under contract." And those fools don't want to hear that. I mean, it's kind of a weird situation,
bro. And that's tough for any player, like to be
Hell
somewhere
yeah.
where they don't want to be,
Yep.
and you're just like, are you really gonna play for them?
Yeah, you can say, "Oh, I have an injury." There's a
Yeah.
lot of ways to get out of that. You know what I
Kawhi
mean?
did it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, pretty
He
much.
forced his way out.
No,
bro.
like let's be real about it. I mean, people love Kawhi, and they be like, "Oh, he's so wholesome, he's so humble." That motherfucker did that for a
He
year.
forced his way out.
My
yeah.
leg hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
And you know what? If you're the Raptors, I think you do it again. You won a championship.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah.
I think it was worth it. Fuck it.
Mhm.
You're not gonna win anything ever again, but I think they won a title for that.
Yeah.
So
And so I think, I mean, if Harden were to go somewhere, I mean, do you think if he goes anywhere, is he still gonna have to be the one man show?
Harden is tough because I think he can't have that secondary role. I think that's why him and Russell have that problem anyway. Harden has to be ball dominant. That's why that Nets thing, like you said, wouldn't have worked out.
It won't.
Kyrie has to hold it.
Exactly.
KD has to have moments too. There's not unless you're gonna play 3 basketballs.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
they wouldn't. That would not work.
That
bro.
wouldn't work out at all.
And so I think like him going to like maybe like New York, where he's just back to being okay.
The
my
one man
team
band.
and one man band.
Putting up 60,
I think that's him.
Putting up 60.
Yes.
Putting up 50. And he likes that.
And
bro.
he's gonna get fucking still 12 assists
Yeah.
because okay, come at me, boom, boom.
Yep.
But he loves, like you said, he loves the ball.
He does.
Loves the ball.
Yeah.
And I think you can see it in the Lakers game when they would kind of go through Westbrook sometimes. You could look on Harden's face and he's just like, I fucking quit.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of the funniest things. When there was one game where he passed Austin Rivers and Austin Rivers shot it, he got it back, passed Austin Rivers again, he missed it, and in that moment, I seen James Harden say, "Fucking quit! Like I'm done. Like
out.
I don't care. We win another game." Like he fucking gave up. It's the funniest thing. But
yeah, no, definitely. No, great. All great intake. Last thing I want to talk about, of course, is my Sacramento Kings.
let's talk about your Kings, buddy.
Okay, dude. So, we tried to compete these last 2 years. We're in the 9th seed both times, and this last year we're that whole, what do you call it? The play-in shit.
Yeah.
That we were in it, just didn't work out. But the last year before that, we're in the 9th seed. So we were trying. We had this little squad that Sacramento's a weird market because Sacramento's the Kings are the only show in town. There is no Sacramento football team.
Yes.
It's just the Kings. So the fans, and I'm one of those guys too. A lot of the Kings fans fall in love with the players. So even if they're not that great, it's just like I said, it's the only
Like
show
we
in town.
love them, yeah.
Yeah. So they value players a lot more than I think talent, if that makes sense. So to that note, I think this year we're gonna tank, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. But we signed like 3 1-year deals already, which tells you we're just roster filling already. We signed Hassan Whiteside.
We've talked about this.
We talked about this, yeah, via text. So the thing is, bro, Hassan, I think he's one of those guys where he can put up 12, 15 a game, points, I think. But he's not, bro, he's very lethargic at times, too.
Yes.
He does not want. De'Aaron Fox is your franchise player. We've signed him to a max deal. Great. I'm happy for him. He was a very good player. The thing is, you're pairing him with Hassan Whiteside now, which, how's that going to work, bro?
Fox wants a track meet, and Hassan wants the...
He wants that power walk,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Bro,
in my opinion...
Go ahead.
When you guys got Hassan Whiteside,
yeah.
I told you, that is like the guy you guys have gotten for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That is the
Let's
same...
put on the list. Willie Cauley-Stein.
Scalabrine.
Yeah.
You guys always get a guy that could block shots with no one-on-one offensive game.
Yep.
You guys continue to get those bigs.
I know.
And that hurt me.
Yeah.
And to text you that, like, did they really get Hassan Whiteside? Like,
yeah. And it's one of those things where I think Hassan can be one of those guys that can just block shots and clean up the glass. He's
Yeah,
a big guy.
yeah.
So I was confused. I'm like, why did he sign with us when? Yeah, he can do that role, but we're not gonna win a lot of games, bro.
Mhm.
I mean, you know what I mean. I thought he would have been good on the Lakers, to be honest. Hassan Whiteside,
Yeah,
just